And we're live. Welcome to the Writer's Life, the place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth and the whole truth about the writer's life. So subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the notification. Every time, punch the like bell and smash that notification button so you don't miss out on even one exciting video. Never get that right. It's gonna happen. One of these times I'm gonna get it right. So I'm really cruising along on my new Chase Baker book. At last count, it was 24,000 words, but now I'm up to 25 because I just did another writing sprint. So everybody's like, "How do you do this?" Like, why are you so prolific? And first of all, I get a lot of, I want to say, ass time in the chair. Thank God I work out 2 hours a day too, because otherwise I'd be like fat and unhealthy. But here's the simple reason why I'm so prolific. I really love to write, and I really and taking a step further, I really love to write the stuff that I like to read. And taking a step further, I really not only like to write and write the stuff I like to read, but I'm like almost obsessed with it. Like it's kind of, okay, let's go back to the exercise metaphor. Like if I don't get a workout in, I don't feel right. Like my body is just off. I won't feel right for that day. In fact, I'm so obsessed with exercise that like when I had my foot surgery, the doctors were like, all right, lay off now for 10 weeks. You can't do anything. And like, I was in the gym, full cast and all up to my knee. I in a pin all the way through my toe, and 4 screws in my foot. I was in the gym bench pressing like 3 days later. But I healed that much faster. And as soon as I could start walking in a walking cast and all that, I was doing it, and I didn't need any rehab. They said I was a poster boy for recovery. In other words, when the doctors tell you not to exercise, that's when you should exercise. But anyway, to get back to the writing thing, if I don't write any words on a given day, unless, like I'm adventuring or I never take a vacation. So, but there's very few days that I wouldn't be able to get some sort of a word count in. But if I don't get a word count in, I don't feel right. My brain doesn't feel right. I'm not getting the endorphins that I get from having completed 4 or 5 pages. I mean, I get a real head rush. It just is, for me, it's a physical, it's a mental thing, it's an emotional thing. And so I write a lot of books, and I've had a lot of editors over the years say, like, stop writing so many books, stop publishing so many books. You're going to wear yourself thin, and meaning, like I'm going to saturate my own audience or whatever. And I probably have done that already, but in a way, I don't care, like I make good living. And if I can write a novel a month or plus more stuff, that's what I'm going to do, and if when I die, I can leave behind, say 200 or 250 intellectual products to my family, great. They can earn money every month, and their grandchildren can, and whatever. So there you go. And there's one last reason why I became prolific, because I wasn't in the beginning. In the beginning, after I got out of writing school, it was you take a full year or 2 to write a book, and then you take another year to like rewrite it and all that sort of garbage, because that's what they teach you in writing school, like to slow down. One professor told me to write my journalism right on the laptop, but when it comes to writing fiction, you use a pen or a pencil or whatever. Which I could see his point. You slow the brain down. You get your language is more nuanced, and what better way to enter into a scene than by like kind of slowly introducing yourself to it. But now I call bullshit on that. And I do everything on my laptop. I'm not the fastest typer in the world. I'm still like a but I'm kind of like I'm a drummer, so I'm like a rhythmic. I follow a rhythm with the way I create my words, and in general, I do about 2,000 to 3,000 new words of fiction a day, and it always bums me out when I gotta like because I always do a rewrite. Anyway, I do at least I rewrite, I edit as I go, but I do one full rewrite afterwards, and that always bums me out because it's like I'm not writing new words, but it has to be done. All right. Anyway, that's why I'm prolific. If you understand, or if you get what I'm trying to say. It's a beautiful Sunday. I hope you're having a great weekend. Next weekend's Memorial Day already. Wow. Hotter than hell here, like 95 degrees. But tomorrow it's going to go back to the 60s or whatever. And I'm sure you really appreciate my weather report. Anyway, all right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And ciao, ciao.